Hi, you're with Mark and Diane from Real Estate News and Views, and we have some Innisfil numbers for you.
Yeah, I'm excited to see them.
Yeah, it's not as bad as you'd think. Well, Barrie was up this month, although a little bit.
8.5%, not a bad
It's
trend.
not bad. So Innisfil hasn't been as bad as Barrie through this whole thing. So I'm going to share the spreadsheet if you want to give the shout out.
Yeah, so definitely subscribe to our channel for more information on the Simcoe real estate market, including Barrie and Innisfil. And we have two links in the beginning of our descriptions. Check them out.
Okay, so here we go. I am going to. It's right there. It is Innisfil right there. Okay, you see it now?
There we go. Yep, I can see it. Okay.
All right. So the sales last year 56, this year 60, up 7%.
So 2 months in a row.
Well, last year was down 8.
Not down night. That was last. That you mean that was last month.
Last
Sorry.
month was actually down 8.
Okay. Okay. So Barrie saw 2 months in a row positive. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
this is for Innisfil, this is the first positive since January.
Yeah. Just imagine how good.
I
But
know. I know. But I mean, it's kind of
let's
good
talk about
news,
that for a
isn't
minute.
it?
Well, it is and it's not. No, it's not good news because Innisfil is made up mainly of that community of higher priced properties. What are we seeing in every market across this province when a property is higher priced? It's hard to sell.
Yes.
We're seeing it in Barrie where we're seeing 7% of listings over 1 million and over are selling. I mean, yeah, are not selling. So 7% of them, 93% are not selling. So Innisfil probably has a lot of inventory too. I think almost probably close to Barrie. It's going to be interesting to see
Yeah.
in that high range, and it's going to be very close to. We're going to go through those numbers and show by range throughout Innisfil to see it. I'm I'm not surprised to see we may see 8% selling. We may
Yeah.
see 9%. So I'm not kind of surprised by these numbers in a way because the makeup of the price points are a lot higher
In
in
Innisfil.
compared to Barrie.
Yes. So the actives are 421 last year, 496 this year, up 15%. But again, that's actually the lowest it's been all year.
Yeah, and I think after the summertime, you know what I mean? We've seen a lot of expireds drop off, not get relisted, right? No different in that community too. Some are going
No.
to keep trying, you know what I mean? We're coming down to the fourth quarter here, which we're in. I just think what's next? Well,
Well, the
Thanksgiving.
other thing that's funny, okay, so our actives are the lowest they've been all year, like compared to last year. And our average price is actually the lowest it's been all year.
Yeah, yeah.
And our year to date is 496.
Mhm.
Last year it was 529, so we're 6% off of last year's numbers.
Barry's still year to date off 9.
Mm-hmm.
So Innisfil's doing better if we look at it from that standpoint. They just had two back to backs, but we know what's driving it in the Barrie market. Right? We're not going to see that in Innisfil because they got
Well,
points in
with
Barrie.
that average price decrease, I think that's what's going to happen here. Okay, so by numbers,
Calculator going.
5 to 600,000, there was 5 sales, none in 2024, but I don't think there was any that, you know what I
Not a lot
mean?
of, there's not a lot of properties.
There's 18 actives.
Right. So 27% selling. So let's just round it up to 30. 70% isn't selling, we're just going to say.
Mhm.
But they don't have the inventory. A lot of those, you know what I mean? We would have some of Sandy Cove stuff in that range.
Yes.
So
And land, like land with a shack on it. There's a house. Like these are freehold, so they're not vacant land sales. But there's some in Innisfil where like the house isn't livable
mhm.
and that they're, you know what I mean? Like it's almost vacant land you're buying.
It's
And
tough. See Mattamy Homes that, in the Park Ridge community there, right? Off the 25th, a new development. There's some listings in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have one.
Yeah.
They're, those are hard sells right now. So anyway, so
Okay, so 6 to 7, we had 9 sales this year, 8 last year, 32, only 32 actives though.
right, right. We again, if we do that to Barrie, we get double that, right?
Yes,
So that's the thing. We're not seeing, we just don't have the numbers. Here's, I'm going to jump, but we're not going to go through it. Over a million, and look at the size of Barrie. Barrie had 143 listings. This community has 195,
I know. In the
right?
lower price ranges.
Doesn't
So
have them,
that's right. Like 6 to 7, there's still only 32 active,
right?
like 32 total. 7 to 8, there's 61 active, 12 sales this year, only 8 last year, up 33%.
And that's your, you know what I mean? Typical subdivision home, two-story, a bungalow in a mature area in that community. Yeah.
Hmm.
And look at the inventory, right? We did a deal last month down there. So, we're seeing that range, a lot of some inventory. But look at the inventory too, 61. Let's go
Yeah.
back with the numbers up the other one. So from the 6 to 7, it was 28% selling, 72% not selling.
Okay.
I'll do the one to top
So 7 to 8, there's 61 active, 12 sales,
20% selling, 80% not.
80% not.
And and even though they had an increase, right? I think the sellers today, Dan, still need to look at holy macaroni. Why isn't my property selling?
I know.
Okay. So I'm gonna get off topic, but I'm not off topic. We did a deal on a listing in Burkall in Barrie, listed 60 days. Sellers didn't do their part. Okay. They didn't get it ready for sale. Yeah, it was okay, but just okay. So they didn't have a successful sale on the property. They had showings and I think they had two offers, but they were low. Let's go back and try to make it more saleable. So we did, they followed the direction. They did what I told them to do. Two showings and we got an accepted offer on Saturday. We're
Hmm.
just trying to make and they said, should we try the same price? I said, yeah, you should because you never gave it a fair shot. We don't want
Right.
to increase the price because we're a lot of competition. But
Yeah.
let's just try it for 2 weeks and see what happens. And we found the right buyer.
Hmm.
We can't, I can't sit here today and say, oh, it's because the new paint. It helped, I'm sure. It just made it more inviting, more saleable, right? And it wasn't hard to do. Go get your
Well, and the
truck.
problem is, I find at those really high price ranges, people, when you go in there and you show it, you don't expect to have to do a whole bunch of work.
Well, how many properties do we go into and go, Jesus Christ, you think you could have wiped down the door?
Yeah,
This is normal. And it's just going, you're trying to sell a house in a declining market with lots of inventory and lots of inventory not selling sitting there. Ding, 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 ding.
I was
Oh,
going in, I was showing a bunch of $1 million ones a couple months ago that were all horrible, and I couldn't believe it.
they got to do more.
Yeah,
You got to be priced properly and you got to show the best.
exactly.
It's not hard to just to outshine your competition in this real estate market. Just have it friggin' clean.
Yeah,
Have it
exactly.
freshened up. We did a freshen up there for 2 weeks. Paint, go plant some fall mums out there, make it peel. Go get your driveway nice and black. Let the showing starts there. Let's
Yeah,
get rid of the gold handles, put some black, just a little. So they spent, I don't know, 3 or 4 thousand bucks. Big deal,
yeah.
right? They needed to do that.
Well, listen, even if you don't have the money to spend 3 or 4 thousand, because some people don't, just cleaning and make it, you know what I mean? Making it look move-in ready. Like, okay, I could live here and maybe eventually I could paint or eventually I could upgrade things, but I can move in and live here right now. Some of them that I was showing, it was like you couldn't live there the way it was.
No, well, no. I mean, I
Carpets were horrendous, like stained, smelly, and these were not cheap homes.
Well, then that should be, if someone can afford it, then that should reflect in the price point
Yeah.
of what's being listed at. We've taken into an account that the carpets need to be changed.
Yes.
The same house across the road or whatever is listed at 50,000 more, and ours is 50 grand below because we've talked, we can't afford the carpets,
Yes.
or we can't afford the upgraded kitchen or some appliances, whatever it could
Yes.
be. It doesn't have to be big all the time.
No. And it has to reflect the deficiencies if you can't fix it.
If you can't, you've got to be priced properly. This
Hmm.
market is still, we're not going to finish off in a positive transactions. It's not. And I don't think it's going into next year is not going to be any better unless we see more aggressive rate cuts. But then I'm scared about the unemployment level too. So is
I
it going to
know.
balance things out? I don't know. I don't know. Right?
No. I don't, I mean, I don't think anybody knows what's going to happen. Nobody can tell you. It's too
No,
hard.
it's too hard right now. We don't know. But you know what I mean? If we've seen in, again, we're off topic a bit, but we've seen in other bigger centers where they have some inventory in the lower ranges and it's doing extremely well.
Okay. Well, Mark, this is what I wanted to point out. Okay. 8 to 9, 56 active, 12 sales last year, or 12 sales this year, seven last year, up 42%. This is where the average price went down
100%.
because we're selling more in the lower range. Again, the same as Barrie.
100%. And this average range is really, when you think about it, is the 5, 6, 7, and 8 in Barrie.
That's right.
They has some inventory in here and it's done well, right? We're seeing that. We've done a deal down there.
Yes.
Agent price it right, really right compared to what's selling. What should we do? Let's give him full list because he's going to get it. He's not going to get it, or he's going to get more. Not a hell of a lot more, but he's going to get more.
Well, and you seen down there a few bungalows that or other houses that one on I can't remember the name of the street that was going multiple offers
That's
in
not,
that lower range,
yes. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. It did. They weren't holding off. I think
No,
they listed it for 8,
it was
14.
799 that
No,
one.
I'm talking about the one that Remax sold.
I'm talking about the one that you put in an offer and it was a two-story with the pool.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm talking about another one. Yeah, that one showed okay. They did some nice renos in there. Had a pool in the backyard, pretty sharp price point. It had some nice privacy. But they only got 799, and then we knew some of the deficiencies were going to be in the home. The air conditioner was original, so that needs to be done.
But she ended up with over the course of 3 or 4 days, 3 or 4 offers.
Mhm. Mhm. And and people are thinking, because 3 or 4 hours, don't think things are going way over. Some cases, they're going under list price with multiple offers.
Oh, yes. You're not
So,
getting, you might be getting a bidding war, meaning
right,
you're getting more than one offer, but you're not
right.
getting over asking.
Not many times you're not.
No.
So buyers out there that are looking today, don't let that, just 'cause there's a couple offers, don't. Still move forward if that's the right home for you. Don't say, well, we're pulling out, we're not competing. Compete because they're not getting 30, 40 grand over price.
Yeah,
Just
and I wanted to bring that up too because you're right. Like right now, a lot of people are still afraid of that couple years ago when there was all these bidding wars. So when you tell somebody, "Oh, there's an offer," they're like, "Oh, we're not getting in a war. We're not doing it."
sure, sure
The
there.
thing is right now, um you might have more than one offer, but it's not actually a bidding war where you're getting people going crazy and going high. So
No,
you put in what you feel comfortable paying, and if you lose, right?
that's it. There's others.
Yes, but people are getting them for list or under,
Yeah,
even with more than one offer.
yeah, we are seeing it.
So don't be scared of it, you
Mhm.
know?
No, no, you don't. And
So,
go ahead.
oh, so for the 8 to 9,
Okay, what do we
what
got
is
here?
our percentage not selling? Because we had 56 actives, we had 12 sales, seven last year.
21% selling,
So how,
79% not selling, right? So when we see numbers like that, we've had increases. Yes, 42% sees a big number, but when you look at it, it's only five more sales,
I know.
right? So don't get all confused thinking, oh my God, this range is on fire. No, it's not. It's far from on fire. Look at the inventory levels. Look what's not selling.
Well, 56 isn't horrible. Like when we get up in the prices, look at this. Like, so 9 to 1 million, we only have 46 listings, which isn't a lot. Five sold, but 10 sold last year.
Right,
So we're
right,
down 50% in that category.
right. And then again, 10, 11, 10% selling, 90% isn't. So there's still a lot of inventory on the market. And yes, we are seeing in the lower ranges, and this is the lower ranges in that community right now for decent lower range properties in a good family subdivision, right?
Well, at least something selling. Like in this higher, so over 1 million, we have 195 active, only 13 sold, and 18 last year. So we're down 28% in that category in Innisfil.
6% is selling, 93% is not. Barrie was the same way. Barrie was 92% selling and seven. So it was just up by one. So again, people to qualify is tough. Will we see people returning to these higher ranges? I think the rate's got to come down a lot more before people start stabbing. And there's still a lot of, I'm looking at the listings today. It's retarded. It's retarded out there. A bungalow for
Just
1.1 in just an okay area. What do you
Barry?
Yeah, it was way overpriced. Stop pricing your properties stupidly. That's the biggest thing.
No, I mean, I
That's why we're
see.
seeing single digit, Diane, in 90 and 80 to 90% not selling because pricing's wrong.
No, I know. I still see some that are ridiculous. And then I see some that are low.
But the ones that are low, they want to be the next sale, right? Okay, we understand the market. Yes, we'd like our house sold. Yes, for whatever reason, we're trading up, we're trading down, we're moving out, whatever, right? So they're setting their prices properly, and some are probably scared of this market too. Everybody doesn't deal with stress well. You got showings. Oh my God, they didn't like it. A lot of people take it personally, right? No
Yes.
offers. It's not like it was before. It's taken some time. So people don't like that. So if the
Well, you
price,
know what? That's one big pet peeve of mine is when my clients want feedback. I had one client once that I would send her the feedback because our office automatically asks for feedback, right? And she said, Diane, stop sending me the feedback. It only gets me angry. Like if you're not willing to, now some is ridiculous.
most is.
You probably got some feedback that you're like, this doesn't even make sense.
I
Like
don't, I don't, I don't, I pass it on, but I say don't take it personally ever. And how much thought has gone into it?
some of it, none.
It doesn't work. That's the feedback. So if it's not going to work, just put it doesn't work for my people. That's what it should be doing. Don't write a story or say, oh, I got a feedback as they said I'm okay in price. Yeah, be listed for 90 days. Are you okay for price? You're going to take that to the bank? No,
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 that's the pro
not.
that's the problem. Sometimes the feedback is misleading or it doesn't help.
It doesn't help. And if you're connected with the right agent and giving the feedback and your price properly, who cares about the feedback? We're priced okay
Hmm.
based on what we're seeing. You don't need other agents to tell you that you're overpriced.
Half the time, the other agents don't even know the flipping area.
They don't. And how, I'm not going to, I never talk about the price. I never say you're overpriced, even if they're 10 million overpriced. I don't care. It's not going to work for my client. Thanks very much.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm gonna take a look. I got Treb up here
Okay.
and I want to look because we're almost halfway through the month. I know with a holiday and everything, it takes us longer sometimes to get the Treb numbers. But I would like to see in October, like the weather has been stunning, okay?
Stunning weather.
And like normally at this time it's rainy and cold and shitty, but it's not hasn't been. So I want to see what the sales in Innisfil have been this year compared to last for the first half of the month. So we have 19 sold so far, freeholds. Okay.
Mhm.
Last year, it's going to be interesting. 34.
There you go. Again, it's a very tricky market. You can't, even though it's that number's a scary number, but they're still year to date, they're looking better than Barrie. But a monthly,
Yeah.
basis, they don't, right? So we know the
What's
reason.
the difference in that? I'm checking it out. Wow. That's a
Again,
44% drop.
yeah, we just came off Thanksgiving and all that stuff. Like, I mean,
Yeah, but that was the same last year, the first
yeah,
15 days of the first 15 days.
yeah. I wouldn't, you know,
I
it's
want to see if what Barry looks like.
all right. Show them
That's shocking to me.
a unique community down there.
Okay,
Most of
so
the people
Barry,
high priced.
Barry last year, 88. Remember that, okay? 88. 57.
There you go. There you go. We can't look at the, it's a good guide, but it's not really a guide, right? It's more or less saying, hey, where are we year to date in the month,
That's 35% down.
right? So I don't think we're doing much in the next 2 months, November, December. The new year, I don't think we're doing much until we see some more progression in rates
Well,
and a bit better and better pricing to support the market that we're in today.
and we have checked mid-month before and it looked pretty bad, but then it picked up.
That's right.
Is there
But,
another rate cut coming soon? The
well,
17th or 18th or something?
let me just see when the bank meets. I think it's in the 2 weeks or something. Let me just see.
I think it's soon. I don't think they're going to do anything major anyway.
They're not. No.
Not enough to help us. How about those Blue Jays, Mark?
Yeah. Do they play tonight?
Yes. They're down 2-0. If they don't do something, like I don't know, we're in trouble.
Hang on a second. I want to see this. October 29th. So
October 29th.
it's 2 weeks away, I thought. So that's, they're going to lower. Probably quarter point. Not going to get aggressive, right? Will this help for the sales next year? Maybe. But I still think a lot of properties have to be adjusted.
Well, I was talking to a mortgage guy and I can't remember which one it was now because I talked to two or three last week. And one of them said that the feds are working on changing some of the lending rules. That
A
it's coming.
lot of mortgages are coming due next year. You know, a lot of people need a bit of breathing room. Look at the groceries are
They're out of control.
out of control, and not getting any better,
No.
right? It's just not.
I think maybe we should buy some chickens.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to go that far yet, but cook a lot. But
Eggs are $5 or $6 for 12 eggs.
yeah, yeah. I don't eat eggs, so I don't know, but that's a lot of money compared to where they were years ago.
Well,
Right?
if I have my grandchildren and, my son here and we're cooking breakfast, 6 eggs are gone.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
Doesn't
it's shocking to me. $5 or $6 for,
yeah, yeah. That's it, and it's not getting better. So then when we look at that and we look at the whole, try to get a whole picture, unemployment's higher, right? Dodge and Ram are, they laid off what 3,000 or some from the Brampton plant in that area. It was out today or yesterday that those jobs, there's no callbacks. They're moving the plant. It's going to the US, right? So is that going to impact the market? Going to feel it? Yeah, you're going to start feeling it, right? Canadians are
yeah.
feeling the pinch. Some, and that's not everybody,
No,
not,
no.
but it's harder to put food on the table today due to cost.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Just the prices, Mark. Like when you go out there and you go to the grocery store and you have a little bag and it's $100 and you're thinking like, what?
Walk out 2 bags, $100.
Yeah, I barely bought anything.
No. So I don't know. When you see earnings from big companies, food retailers like Starbucks, where they're doing $1 billion restructuring plan, they sell low price points. What's that telling you? McDonald's, you know,
Hmm.
same thing. Hey, we're not seeing the growth. Wow, they're $10 sandwiches or whatever. I don't go to McDonald's, so I don't know. But
If I go, so my my granddaughter's 9, my grandson's only 2, and my son and I, if four of us get a meal at McDonald's, it's between 50 and $60
easy, right? You can
for
get pizza for $20. For
yeah, way cheaper option.
Mhm.
You go to a burger joint, it's expensive now. Even
Yeah.
a sub,
Yeah. Yeah. It's not cheap. I don't eat
like
that
it's
stuff, so I don't know. But yeah, I heard the same thing. Subway, you go to Subway, they hardly put any vegetables on anymore, and it's like, what? I used to have it once in a while, right?
used to be
So,
$5 or $6 for a 6-inch sub or whatever. Not anymore. Like it's craziness how much everything is.
it's expensive. It is.
And
So,
the food, we don't have to eat fast food,
no.
but I find for me to cook for 4 people or 5 or 6 people, it's actually cheaper to get a pizza
Oh, for sure it is.
than
Yeah.
to go and buy all the ingredients you need to actually cook a meal, unless it's spaghetti, you know.
Yeah, pasta's cheap, right?
If you want chicken or any kind of protein, it's expensive.
Expensive.
Hmm.
Okay, well, let's call that a wrap.
Yep.
Okay.
Innisfil's not doing horrible, but
Just the market. What's going on? It's not
yep.
getting. Okay. See ya.
See ya.